Hey guys, what's going on? Josh the Millennial Reefer here, and today I am going to show you how I built my light rack. I looked at a bunch of pictures online for DIY light racks, and I really just didn't find anything that I liked. I ended up using these 1x2 by 48 inch pieces of wood. I got some cheap dollar store glue, and I glued them together for a little bit. Glued it and ended up working out very well, so I ended up using some 1.5 inch nails. So I made little 2x2 blocks of this. It was really hard, so I actually had to have some help in order to screw these in, but once you got one in, it pretty much was solid, but I added extra just for support. This main one I am building right now is the 48 inch. It runs the entire length of the aquarium and will sit on top of the tank where I will hang my lights from. So once everything was done, it was pretty sturdy. I had some excess glue that squeezed through, but I ended up screwing some nails on both sides just for a little extra protection. So in the end, this measured 2 inches by 2 inches by 48 inches, and it turned out pretty good. Alright, so the next thing I'm doing is I am measuring the rest of the pieces of wood. Basically, when you see the stand, I went 9 inches wide and 9 inches tall. It made it easier for doing the math. And also, note to self, when you're cutting wood, don't cut it inside. I was dumb. It was like 100 degrees outside when I wanted to do this. So I was like, screw it, I'm going to do it inside. Dust went everywhere. I mean, I'm still cleaning up dust right now. My fiance is not happy with me, but you know what? Sometimes you just got to ask for forgiveness. And don't cut wood inside, people. Anyways. So yeah, I'm just cutting out everything. As you can see, I have, these are 9 inches, and the other pieces I am cutting, I think, were also 9 inches. It'll make more sense once you see me put everything together. I end up taking 4 9-inch blocks, and I screw them together. I'll show you that in just a second. And I'm doing this because this is going to be the upright support of the aquarium. This is what's going to have the actual height for the lights that they're going to be sitting on. Oh, and also I saw this kind of tip on the King of DIY. So I measured once, and then I cut it to 9 inches, and I used one piece I cut as kind of like a guide. It made it easier, so I didn't have to keep on measuring 9 inches, but you know what? Hey. Now, this is what I was talking about. You're going to see me glue the 9-inch pieces together. I only do this twice, one for each side of the light stand, so it can go across my light rack. As you can see, I did struggle with it. It was a lot better when I did it with someone helping me. There you go. So each side of the light rack, I sat on like a T. I didn't glue anything together. I just used the plain 1 inch by 2 and by 9 inches, as you can see right there. And I did 2, one for each side. And then the next thing I added after I created the T is I added like a little side support. My biggest fear was sitting this on top of the aquarium stand and having it like tip or fall in, so I wanted to make sure I gave it some support left to right. So I added these like little like lip things. I don't really know what you would call it, but as you can see, it kind of sits on the corner just like that. It's a simple design, and you know what? It's working so far. The lights have not fallen. Well, actually, you don't know that yet, but my tank's pretty much like almost set up. I'm just like a month behind editing videos because I just started like my master's program and a brand new job, but that's my personal life. And yeah, once I get everything set in, it looks pretty good. It does help to kind of like pre-drill the screws in, so when you go to screw them in, it looks better. And that's what it looks like, kind of like that. I just set it propped up on the table just to give you a picture. Unfortunately, I don't know what happened. I know I recorded it. I don't know if I got lost in iCloud or I deleted it or whatever, but I ended up losing the footage where I put everything together and I added all the support. But I'm going to show you what it looked like. I had these like flat, like 2 inch by 4 inch. I don't know what you would call them. Home Depot says them. So if you know what they're called, great, comment, I'll pin it. But I have no idea what those little flat pieces were called. But I essentially used that on 2 sides of it to kind of give it more support, and so you wouldn't see the metal on the front. I also added some 90-degree elbows at the joints just to kind of give a little bit extra support. My biggest fear was it falling, so I figured having extra support would be great. Also, when I ended up building it, it wasn't level. I don't know why, but when I put the lights on it, it evens out, so it's just kind of a little off. Still don't know why, but you know what? It turned out pretty good. I have 2 lights hanging from it. I'll show you that in a later video, what the lights have on there, but it turned out pretty good. And then I ended up painting this light black. I wanted to match the stand, everything, so I used the same paint, and it's black. It looks just like that. Turned out pretty nice. All in all, it cost me less than $20 to buy everything. I already had the screws, so all I had to buy was the wood and those metal square bracket things. Anyways, so I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Also, do not forget to check me out on Instagram. I am on Instagram now, so go ahead and give me a follow at the Millennial Reefer. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a wonderful day, and keep on reefing, y'all. Also, don't forget to check back next week for another video.